and everything, and swinging with that and trying to just get on with it and act like it's all normal when none of this is normal to me.
Sure, I understand. And, I can't help but think that it may have been fortuitous for both of you. You got paired with someone with experience who has, been there, done that, so to speak. He got paired with someone that was very new to the business, and you're able to learn from him. He can learn from you from the perspective of the beginner, because remember, he was a beginner one time himself. Now he is a little more experienced. And I think that the melding of those two positions, of those 2 points of view, I think could very, very well be the reason that you've drawn this remarkable piece of music here. The fact that you are new to the business, so you haven't been jaded by other people's experiences and a whole bunch of people for years telling you got to do it this way, you got to do that. And you just it's like swimming. You just jumped in and swam for your life, and it worked. And I think the next time from here on out, it's going to be a lot easier for you. John Bon Jovial?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Iona, first of all, welcome to the show. We are absolutely thrilled that you are with us. And the question that I have, I know that you and Clint Slate have physically never met each other. Yet the collaboration that the two of you do on Believe, to me, is just magical. And I'm wondering, what is it going to be like when you guys can actually work face-to-face? What is that collaboration going to bring? Have you given that any thought?
I don't know. I have thought of that, but obviously at the moment there wasn't a chance of that. There is no chance of that. And I think obviously COVID happened, and I don't know that us working together would have happened if he had been working and doing his normal theatre productions and music, and he wouldn't have done this, I don't think, with the restrictions COVID put on us. So,
and perhaps it would not have happened, but now that it has, to me, listening to what I just heard, I think it would be criminal if you guys didn't get together and collaborate, in person with each other.
I think it would be good. I think that we could then, but we do bounce ideas off, but it's sending them backwards and forwards many times. And actually, it's very difficult because you don't have that chat about it. You can't talk about what they thought, and it does it adds a different dimension to it. The fact that we are just communicating through an email or through Twitter, and that's it. We did start to do Zoom. We had a Zoom call just talking about the in general, and that was good. So I think, I don't know, it would be a different dynamic, I think, definitely, to work together in the same room, because we're so used to him sending a wee melody and then me adding some lyrics, him then changing things, adding things to it, sending it back and working that way. But it would be very different to have his musical mind, I think, because I can play a little bit of piano, a little bit of guitar, but I think my talent, or if there is talent, works with the lyrics and the melody and that. So I think that would work quite well with us sitting together and working together that way.
Well, I think I think that both of you did what we're all advised to do, and make the best of a bad situation. The COVID was definitely a bad situation. This opportunity dropped into the lap of you two. You grabbed it by the horns, took advantage of it, and created something. And I think that now that you've gotten past that hurdle, that initial challenge, I think that probably everything that you do from here on out will be easier. If you do work together face-to-face in a studio or whatever, you already have a background of each other. You have a feel for where they're coming from. It's just a matter of you doing what you do and him doing what he does, and you're going to come out with, some good music. And I think that goes without saying. You couldn't have done this without knowing each other. You couldn't have gotten this far if you didn't have the ability to work together. And I think that overcoming that hurdle already, that that makes anything that happens from here on out even easier for you. And I look for some great music from the two of you, and individually as well. I've had Clint on the show before for his own music, and I look forward to having you perhaps on the show with your music sometime in the not too far distant future. As I tell all our guests, once you're on the show, you're family. We love it. We want to keep in touch with you and know what you're doing. I really am fascinated by the music that you two have put together already. Do you and Clint have any more music in the can, or have you yet to work on some more?
Well, so from when we started in February to kind of May, just June, we've done 12 songs, so there will be 3 EPs coming out, and then obviously it's taken over then with the promoting of these, and that is kind of the main priority, and then we'll be looking probably to go back and maybe do some more, and I'm continuing to do my own songs as well in between.
I do hope you keep in touch with us, because I really mean it when I say I want to hear the music that you come up with. You're working together. I'm really fascinated by this situation, and the results I've heard already just make me want to hear more. So I do look forward to hearing from you, and I thank you for your background. I did know that you were a nurse. Clint did tell us that, but it's always good to get to know somebody, and I know my listeners want to hear your background and get to know a little bit more about you, and I do forever appreciate you taking the time. I know you're staying up a little bit late tonight to be with us, and I do appreciate that as well. Please keep in mind, we have a page, we have several pages, but one of our pages on Facebook is the David Bowers Awards music page. It's a groups page, and that is open to all music people to post their new releases, their tour dates, anything you want to share with your fans, and maybe pick up some more fans. You don't have to send a press release or anything. You can post it directly to that page, and we'll take it from there and post it to our other social media.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, thank you.
And do keep in touch. We definitely want to hear from you. We thank you again for coming and spending time with us tonight. Tell us, we've got about 30 seconds here. Tell us about this next tune we're going to play of yours, Journey.
So Journey was a song I wrote last year when the pandemic hit. And it's a song that started off with my wee boy and him playing the guitar, a wee guitar tune, and I added to that. And it was about the fact that we couldn't go anywhere because we were locked down, and so we couldn't go anywhere, and so we had no place to go, and the only place I wanted to be with my family. So it's about that.
Very good. Thank you again, Iona. So happy to have you here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Iona James, this is Journey.
Come take my hand, lead I will follow. Together face the great unknown. Take this lead together, just like the first step on the moon. And I don't care,
Journey. That's Iona James. Thank you so much, Iona, for joining us. Thank you also to Zoe for being here with us today, for all the great music. And thank you, listeners, for being here to listen to it, because without you, there wouldn't be us. John Bon Jovial, I think it's time for you to take us home.
Yes, sir. A couple of very talented young ladies that we have this week, and what a great show. Folks, you've done it again, and of course we are always grateful for your presence here. Spend another perfectly good hour with us here at the David Bowers Awards, which just happens to be broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona. We are available for free on most of the major streaming services, and now including the new podchaser.com/TheDavidBowers. Be sure to follow The David Bowers on Blog Talk Radio, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and, of course, Facebook. And join us next week for The David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ FM 106.3 on your FM radio dial in Rochester, New York, Rochester Free Radio. And on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC. So until next week, for the David Bowers and all of our crew of rejects here at the Radio Ranchero, this is John Bon Jovial, the lovably legendary one, saying continue to wash your hands, but most importantly, love each other. And we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.